Hey Bubs, welcome to Wagon X channel. This is Logan. We're talking about Men in Black 3 in 3D. This movie was better than the second one, almost as good as the first one. So if you saw the first two, and if you liked the first one, you'll definitely enjoy this one. The second one, of course, everybody was pretty much disappointed. Some people really liked it. Teach their own. Definitely, this movie did do a lot of things that were different than the other two movies. Definitely the time travel and all that. First, we'll go into Josh Brolin. He looks just like Tommy Lee Jones a little bit when he was younger. Not saying that he is Tommy Lee Jones, but he looks kind of like him. He had the mannerisms, the way he did the facial expressions. Everything was just spot on for his role as a younger K. As far as the special effects go, definitely a big step above the second one. The only problem is, lack of practical effects. Is more special effects of digital driven, which is kind of sad that more movies are going digital than they are with traditional puppeteers. Then you have Danny Elfman. Comes back and does the music for this one. He did the first two as well. He's done other movies, and if you're a big fan of Danny Elfman music, you'll definitely enjoy this score that he did for this movie as well. Then you have Barry Sonnenfeld. Who directed the first two as well, so he comes back for the third one. So we have a director and composer who is familiar with the first two movies, so there's no need for them to learn about anything else. They're just jumping back in and get everything going and doing what you need to get done to get this movie done right. The 3D effects was actually pretty well done. You have some movies that were converted into 3D that look like crap. Some that were done really well. The special effects for this were actually really well done. Some of the scenes were pretty awesome. So if you're not a big fan of 3D, you don't have to go see it. You can definitely see it in 2D and still enjoy the same kind of movies that the director intended. Of course, you'll see some scenes where they're like, oh, that was intended for 3D. Yes, it was. If you want to see it in 3D, I definitely recommend you can see it in 3D. It's definitely worth checking it out in 3D. We also, the time travel. We had Back to the Future did time travel. Other movies did time travel, like Time Cop. Now, the one thing about it is, when you do something, you have to make sure everything is perfectly done. Because if you change one thing and come back, like, well, did you do this? Shouldn't have changed this. Back to the Future, how they did theirs was definitely amazing. How they kept everything together and not miss any little thing that they did. Of course, there's probably some things that were missed, but not really noticeable. With this one, a lot of things were changed, and it did not affect the storyline for part 1 and 2. It was very well done. You had Jay go back in time to save Kay. A lot of things were changed, and you're wondering, well, what does that have to do with Kay in the future? A lot of things were definitely told, and if you watch the movie, you'll definitely understand what the hell happened. For all you people out there who have not seen the movie yet, I would suggest you stop, turn away. It's going to be a spoiler alert. If you're still here, cautioned you, I warned you, this is a spoiler. We had to get to see Jay's dad in this movie, and we get to hear what the hell happened to his father, and we get to know the significance between him and his father's relationship, and it definitely tells a lot about what happened to Kay and why Kay is the way he is, and why he treats Jay the way he does. The relationship between Jay and Kay is amazing. It's like, they don't really talk much, but yet Jay definitely feels like he really cares about Kay, and you can tell that he cares about him, but Kay tries to keep his distance and keeps everything close to himself. And well, with Jay's father, everything tells you why everything is the way it is, and now you know the whole dynamics between Kay's feelings for Jay and why he acts the way he does. Also, nothing to do with Men in Black. Check it out. Write a comment. Tell me what you feel about this movie, and let me know what you thought about the review. Subscribe to this channel. We have more things coming up. Also, sorry about not uploading the Max Payne video. Too long. I have to re-edit it to make it shorter. On top of that, I'm going to make 2 more for chapters 2 and 3. And we're going to get that out there as well. Hopefully sometime this week. Next movie we'll be reviewing will be Prometheus. Also in news, most of you already know, most of you have not heard, G.I. Joe definitely got dropped from this summer's movie lists. It's getting pushed to next year. Rumor has it, it's for the 3D conversion. Another thing behind it is Channing Tatum doesn't have that many scenes in this movie, so they're trying to get more Channing Tatum into the movie, which is kind of sad because you sit there and go, okay, first one was a disappointment. It was sad. Joseph Gordon-Levitt did an amazing job as Cobra Commander. The only problem was that he looked like Dr. Mindbender in the first one. And if you'd seen G.I. Joe, the cartoons, or know anything about it, you'll know I was right. And some of you who didn't know, trust me, it was a big disappointment the way it was done. Part 2 looked like it was going to be better. I wasn't going to go see it. I was going to wait for video. Now, with the push of it going back to next year for the 3D conversion, the money that they thought they were going to make for this one is not going to be as much as they wanted it to be. And as far as pushing it back, they are not going to make what they made, what they put into it. So if they put a lot of money into this movie, they are not making that back. They're not going to see a significant return. A lot of people are going to forget about this movie. People are going to be like, well, G.I. Joe, thought that came out already. No, sorry. Everybody who heard about it, disappointed that this happened because a lot of people were excited to see it opening night. And those of you who haven't heard, sorry to burst your bubble. Next year. Yeah, by that time you're going to forget about it. It's going to be another footnote on sorry excuses of making it into 3D and waiting. Movies that get pushed back don't really make a lot of money in return, get forgotten about, and are a sad disappointment in film history. Until next time, I'll see you, and hope you enjoy the next videos.